Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. Look at us. We're starting off Halloween week at 6 o'clock on the dot this Monday morning, October 28th of 2024 with Roula Ryan, Eric, Special K, and Sam. Happy Halloween weekend.
Happy Halloween.
Weekend.
Have costumes ready for our costume party?
I
was
do.
saying that today.
Yeah.
I got
Mine's-
nothing.
Yeah,
No?
you got something. You can
And
pick something
they're
out.
going to shame us.
I know.
Do you want to take a look in my closet of costumes?
We need the costume doctor for Eric.
Yes.
Eric needs the costume
Kevin
doctor.
and I will have
Thursday, we're
Kevin,
doing
you-
a party here
Kevin and
at
I could
KRB.
go as
Wednesday.
what was that movie? Stuck on You. Greg Kinnear, Matt Damon.
Oh, where they are Siamese twins.
Yeah, we go together. We can just
Be stuck together.
Just
That's
hook up
weird.
together, like unite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was going to say we could fill out the bridge of the Enterprise with all the costumes that he has
Oh.
in his closet.
Do you
We could
remember?
be-
Wait, we actually could. Do you remember when we did
Be
the
data.
virtual road show during the pandemic?
That was fun.
That was
yeah.
awkward.
That was fun because
Mm-hmm.
we could sit in the screen and just keep changing wigs and headdresses and look like we
So we had
changed
so many
costumes.
costumes during that show. So I've saved them all. They're all, I'm sure you guys saved yours.
I don't know where
Oh,
they're at.
gosh. No idea.
Oh, I have a
No?
crate of costumes and wigs.
I moved.
And a
Right?
crate
How many
of
times have we
costumes and-
moved?
Yeah,
That
but
was weird doing that show.
That
from our
was
house.
fine. I liked it so much because
I
I have to move.
I didn't like it. I like being in front of people.
Sure, it's
Yeah,
fine.
me
but for
too.
what it
Like
was,
the feeling.
You do all that hard work and you don't get the payoff,
I know, but
because we
still.
couldn't see the audience reaction.
so you can't feed off their energy.
Well, think about it. Anybody that does a movie or records an album or anything, unless you're performing live, you don't get that feedback.
You don't know
True.
when you're filming a movie how it's going to be received. You don't know what's going to hit so hard. It's going to be so funny. Like, man, they thought that was funny. They thought that was funny. Imagine take number 4 of that series.
That's why we're so
was
lucky.
even
If
better.
the director sucks or the director took something out.
Oh, yeah. But
Oh,
we're so
man, that's
lucky
the
because
worst.
our audience is involved with the show every single day. And they're probably the biggest part of the whole show. Well, they are the biggest part of the whole show.
Yeah, and I'll tell you from both sides of this. On Saturday mornings, I do Weekends with Roula, and that is a syndicated show, which is great. I love doing that show, but you do not have the instant reaction. When I throw out a question, I can't get an answer to it. I can't see a text message about it. I have to give it my hotline number and then wait for the calls to come in on Saturday or Sunday, depending on who heard it, when it was asked, at whatever time it aired.
It's like a
And
podcast.
it's so odd.
Mhm.
When you do a podcast, you almost have to
Check back in.
use your social media and say, hey, we're doing this topic right now. If you'd like to be part of the show, call in. And then don't really, just call in. And then they're, what's your opinion, Bob? And then
Yeah.
it says it. And then you never know whatever happens.
Well, there's a
Right.
big
Bob has
difference
to go
between.
listen later.
Yeah, and I love doing that. But I mean, I love doing the show, but it's very hard for me coming from a Monday through Friday, live. Like right now, make a phone call and talk to somebody, to talking about stuff. And then especially the text. Like, there's a reaction to it, but you can't see the text.
Because texts you're going to get way more than calls because people have,
It's easier to do.
Yeah.
You can do voice to text as well.
That's what I'm amazed. Like when we get so many calls and they say that's what, like 2% of your audience will ever call in a radio show.
I know,
Yeah.
isn't that crazy?
And we get some
I
crazy
don't know.
people.
$6. Do you know that? That is an actual stat in radio. 2%. You are the 2%ers if you've called our show and gotten on.
Now, we do have the listener line, which you can always call us even if we're not on, which is 713-278-VENT, because we went through it.
Does that count in the 2%? Or is it
No,
less?
no.
Not at all.
But we got
That wasn't a
we
thing.
got some
Yeah.
really interesting ones, especially with Halloween approaching.
So I didn't see a lot of. What was I doing Saturday night? I don't feel like I saw a lot of people in costume on Saturday night. I did drive through Midtown. I don't know where I went on Saturday. I did some event with my mom, and I drove through Midtown, and I thought I saw maybe a couple people, but nothing like I thought I might see.
Booster and I went out to this place kind of around the corner from us. We thought it'd be a nice, quiet dinner because we kind of felt a little under the weather this weekend. So we're like, all right, we'll just go out. Finally, we don't have to cook. And then we roll into this place. And, man, everyone has a costume on. And I'm thinking, okay, we can just sit outside. So I go to the bar, and I look over to him, and he has this look of, I was like, well, what do you want? He's like, I want to leave. So we did, and we went to Torchy's instead, which was a delight.
Oh,
Yes.
Torchy's is awesome.
Wait,
Yes,
why did
we
you
laughed.
leave? Because the people in
Awesome.
costume freaked him out so much?
It was too much. It was like everyone had a costume and they were partying up in there. Like you couldn't tell before you
yeah.
walked in.
Sensory overload.
And y'all
Yes.
if y'all were feeling kind of under the weather,
Yeah.
you wanted like something chill.
And it was not.
was not chill.
It was. Everyone was like, "Oh, these people not in costume." I
Oh.
felt like. So yeah, we left that one. I want to leave.
My daughter was supposed to go to
Leave.
with her friends Friday night. So after school, she brought her outfit. And they were all going to change and go to a party. And then she's like, "Well, there's this party, and it's been going on from like Lamar High School to all over from St. Agnes, all these areas, and and it's like where Sam lives. Basically, we looked it up. It's in a field. It's basically a lot.
Uh-oh. That's
Like,
trouble.
I know. I'm like, you're not
That's
going to this
trouble.
party.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's-
come on.
Really,
that's like
Kevin? Really?
Kev, maybe
She's 15.
back
She's
then.
15
16.
going to a rave.
And it's
16?
in my neighborhood? No.
At night?
And that was
Or during the
and
day?
that area is over there by where Kamala Harris did her big
the
event.
rally. Yeah.
Oh,
Rally.
that's over on East Downtown.
So I'm like, if stuff goes, first of all, I would never let it go anyway. But if I
Yeah.
did, there's so much stuff happening over in that area. By the time I got down there,
I mean, it's so much traffic
couldn't
to
get
get
to
around.
it.
Yeah, think about
I'd have
it,
to call
because-
Sam. Say, hey, Sam, can you
Go
drive
pick
there?
up your kid.
There's only a few blocks from her house.
Everyone
So,
thinks you live
yeah.
over near that stadium, over in East Downtown. Sam doesn't live over
I
there.
thought she lived near
I don't wanna
Newcastle
say where
on
it's at.
navigation.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not trying to
Yeah.
give the actual location, Kevin,
just trying
but
to
that
say-
is
I
a
learned
nice
my
area
lesson.
to know.
It's not right there, but
Good
I'm just like,
lordy
and she's
lord.
like, I just want to go to a party. I'm like, I know at that age you want to
No.
go. You see it in movies, you see stuff
Mhm.
because of stupid social media. You see everyone having fun, and then through my connections, I know what's going on over there. And like
Right.
I
we don't
bet.
want
by
that.
10:05, it was shut down. I think.
Oh, wow. Dad
But
made
she's-
the right call.
She's like, oh yeah, my friends. They had fun. They took pictures and they were there till like 12 something. I'm like, really? Where are they?
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
lying to me? What's going
That's
on?
great.
There? I don't know.
When Dad,
Unless they had the party again, like they
Kidnapped.
busted everyone
Yeah.
at 10, and then
And then went someplace
No,
else.
no,
more late
no.
people came like later because they didn't know it was busted yet. I don't
Oh
know.
my
I was like,
goodness!
I got to say, Eric, congratulations. You finally did what all our kids do to us. You fact-checked and you
Yeah.
got the real deal.
I had to drive all the
Oh,
way.
my
I picked her up that
Uh-huh.
night because I'm like, you're not gonna spend the night there.
No.
'Cause I think those two girls. Just talking to the mom seemed kind of weird.
Oh.
Like
I
little
call
too
it-
lax.
Oh, hopefully she's not
You're
listening.
thinking like, uh
I
oh.
don't know. Just like my wife talked to her, she's like, well, yeah, I saw that. It looked like it was an empty field. I'm like, yeah, and you don't think that's a problem?
Oh my
yeah,
God,
that's a
I
big
know.
problem.
Well, they
Eric.
wanted to go. I'm like, I'm not.
Yeah.
We're parents.
Yeah.
These kids, and then
Yeah,
I'm like,
you make the decision.
and I think those two kids went.
Oh,
I don't even
no.
know who. I'm like, I told my wife, you should call that parent and ask her.
Yeah.
They go. She's like, I don't feel comfortable. I don't really know this lady.
Mm-hmm.
So I still don't know if those two went. But I'm like, I'm judging you, parent.
Yeah.
If you think that's
Well-
okay to take your
Hey,
kid just
good
because it's
for
a few
you.
miles away.
And Eric, my sister told me said years ago, not to me when she was speaking in general conversation, she said, never assume people are as smart as you. And I remember when she said that, I was like, that sounds kind of condescending, but I totally get what she means. Never assume that people have the same common sense that you have.
Common sense or
It's the common sense. Like for you, red flag, 16-year-olds in an empty parking lot somewhere on the edge of town.
That's dangerous.
And this mom's
In
like,
Houston.
I don't know. It looks like on my GPS there might be a field there. No, run away.
I'm just like, and there's a reason nobody wants to have a house party because no parent is.
They don't want their
dumb
house
to-
torn up.
Yeah, you have underage drinking and
Hell no.
vaping and whatever the hell is going to
It's
happen.
like a million lawsuits waiting to happen. But not all kids are like that. I wanted to give a shout out. Remember we had UV in the studio on Friday? He started up the organization Wild Tunes.
He's a little boy who's 11 years old, guys, who just went to a pet shelter one time and just started playing music and realized how the animals react. So now he's made it a thing. He plays all over the city, and he had, for his second year in a row, an event to raise money for, what was it, 3 different shelters?
Yeah. So
Over 15,000 pets.
Which shelters were they?
Wow.
I know they dealt with bark. You can find it all on wildtunes.org.
Houston Pets Alive, I think.
So, yeah, they're involved with Houston Pets Alive. But my fiance and I went, and we were sitting right front and center for this recital. And I am dumbfounded, like the talent, like just amazing. All these performers, and they're all kids. So, I mean, they're all in the age range, I'd say, of like 9 through like maybe 14, just in that age range. And they're all there. And these kids on their own raised over $13,000.
That's awesome.
That's great.
And is your
for
big
these
news today you're
pets.
going to adopt now?
No.
Yeah. And it's gonna-
That motivated
children
you
and dogs.
to
What if it was? You
children
just
are our
ruined it,
future.
Kevin.
We have
We
to
don't know.
adopt.
We don't know
took a
until
kid.
you say it. You don't have to admit to it until it's time.
I think that would be awesome, especially if you adopted someone who would normally not be adopted. Only older kids are less
12-year-old,
likely to
10-year-old.
be, to be adopted.
Yeah. Right now, my little Mango, my dog, he's like almost 16 right now, and she's in her golden years, and it's like I'm not going to be adopting any pets or anything right now.
No.
So-
So,
You
so
enjoy
is
She
it 7
can't deal
o'clock?
with it.
You're supposed to drop something
For
on
some
us?
reason, I thought you were talking about adopting
A
a
child.
child.
No, yeah,
I was like, I don't think that's what.
That's what I
his-
thought Kevin meant.
No, that's what I did mean.
I know
did.
he
Yeah,
meant,
he meant
but
that.
I meant
he,
that.
he meant that,
He's
but
talking
I'm
about-
not.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I thought
no.
he was talking about a kid,
No,
right?
he did the weave.
Oh,
I
yeah.
did the
Yeah.
weave. I was segueing
Just
back
because you
over
got the
to
hair
dogs.
doesn't mean you have to do the weave.
But I'm bum. Nice. Nice. But I'll tell you another thing I did. So Sam and Kevin, you guys are the home renovation experts. You guys have been doing this for years. I helped out a little bit this weekend and, like a dummy, got electrocuted. So,
Well, if you were electrocuted, you'd be dead.
well, shocked.
So,
Yes.
yeah, you were not electrocuted because you're not living ghost.
It
You're
felt
talking
like
about.
You're a ghost. 7 o'clock. Well, you know, Ryan's been dead for 5 years. Or shows.
It lingers.
The Sixth Sense.
When it hits you, it kind of lingers in there. You
Yeah, how long
shake
does
it off.
it? Like it took like for me like about a good 90 minutes to 2 hours before I could feel my arm again. It was so weird.
And
such
let
a
me guess,
strange-
you didn't go to the doctor or
Oh, you don't
seek
need to go to the
medical
doctor.
attention?
Go to the doctor.
No,
What are you
you're
going to go to the doctor for?
Shake it off.
For
Yeah.
2 hours, you can't feel your arm, and
So
you don't
I
think
can
that's a red
pay
flag?
like $200 and say it'll wear off.
Take some Advil.
I mean, with a guy that has
Yeah.
as much metal as you have in your arm, I would think that you're a little different story than if Special K got shocked
It's
himself.
titanium.
It's
It's
less
still-
conductive.
All right. Well, I'm just saying
It's less conductive.
after the first hour and a half, I couldn't feel my arm. I probably think I need to go see some medical attention. Seek some medical attention. It's
No, but it
crazy.
does. The sting kind of stays in there a little bit. Like if it shoots down your arm. Oh, God. At least once a year, I get hit.
It is brought to you by Taqueria Sarrandas and my friends. We're a couple days away from Halloween. Yeah. And more Instagram Reels show like parents dishing out candy and then saying, trick or treat, have fun, kids, closing the door. And then midnight hits and they go, it's on. And then here come the jingle bells and the Santa hats and everyone's flipping their house to Christmas and all the fun stuff. So the Nutcracker Market is on its way, my friends. It's at NRG Center every single year. It is everything holiday that you need under one roof. Whether you are entertaining for you name it holiday between now and New Year's Eve. You need food ideas, you need dips, you need decor, you need
Did
some
you say dips?
dips.
They do have a lot of
When
dips.
you eat some dips,
They got
I
some
think
dips.
Eric introduced me to that because
Oh, yeah.
I did
Yeah,
not
the dips.
understand what this was until I became a part of your guys' show.
The
And
dips.
you have opened up my eyes, and I'm like, oh my gosh! Like even if you've never gone, if you're a male, if you're a female, it doesn't matter. It is
This is
perfect
fun.
for everybody.
It's so fun.
there's a guy at the
totally
dips,
worth
the one
it.
closest to with the oh man, when you go all the way back.
Yeah.
And I've seen him when he was like 300 pounds. Now he's like 180 pounds.
Whoa.
Over the years,
You're
he's
like,
lost
stop eating
weight.
He
your
lost
dips.
a lot of
But
weight.
he lost weight like 5 years ago. It wasn't like he didn't do like.
Just decided a
Right.
healthier
He's
lifestyle.
always been the same size since I've seen him, but you
Yeah.
guys have been going
'Cause
for
I'm like,
years.
that's how long I've been going. I'm like, oh man. But after COVID, they won't give me as many
Pretzels.
yeah.
pretzels.
Oh man.
Well, they have to
Yeah.
be a little bit more safe with the
I'm like, come on, man,
distribution.
these
People are gross.
I'm gonna bring
Right.
my own pretzel bag. I'm gonna
You
bring like
should.
a what's that thing? The
Can I
people
have
used
a
to
little
wear
cup
the
of
Fanny pack?
fanny pack
and just
in the
fill it with
front.
pretzels.
Eric's got a
Fanny
fanny
pack
pack
snacks.
filled with pretzels.
I'm gonna do
I
that
don't
Fanny packs
blame
of
you.
snacks.
because those dips are so damn good.
They
So,
are.
They are.
Energy Center is the site of the Nutcracker Market, and we are your station for all things Nutcracker. And it's going to happen. The 13th is the preview night. That's Wednesday. So then the 14th is Thursday. That's the official first day. It goes all the way through Sunday. If you buy preview night tickets, those are good for the whole weekend. If you just want to get one-day tickets, that's fine. You can walk up and get them. And another little sidebar before I tell you how to crack this code, how you can win tickets. When my girls were smaller, I would go there and I would tell them we're going to go to Christmas Land. And I would go on Thursday because they were smaller, so they didn't have school hours. I would go like between like 2:30ish, 3 to like 5:30 because all the moms have to pick up their kids from school bail out. And it's like the golden time to be there.
Oh, so there's a lull.
So it wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
And my girls were just like, my God, it was like the
Mesmerized.
most amazing feeling ever to see them at Christmas Land because they did not know what it was.
But you can't bring strollers, right?
You can't do strollers.
You
They
can't.
were old enough for me to be able to they were jumping around. But I just felt like that was great entertainment for kids. Not that people, I'm not suggesting like, oh, it's like the zoo. I'm just saying if you love Christmas and you want to like make this little memory, because I've been doing this with them every single year ever since, and now they're shoppers.
Yeah,
Now they wanna buy
absolutely.
stuff,
Like Santiago,
you know?
I think is a little too young to understand everything.
I
'cause
think
feel
visually
like he
it
would want to
would-
like pick it up and like throw it.
But
It would
next
be
year-
really
Yeah.
stunning to him, though.
Next year for sure.
But yeah,
mesmerizing.
the following year when I don't have to carry him because he is.
Because you want to have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It isn't fitting a baby
30.
carrier anymore. You don't want to take
You
him
got me
there.
that baby Bjorn thing.
Yeah, the baby
and,
Bjorn.
Baby Bjorn, thank you. And I
Bjorn.
like tried to make it really
Like we said,
classy
DiGiorno.
name.
Bajorno.
But he is too big for that.
Yeah.
Oh man, he was breaking my back.
At what point do
Yeah.
you stop carrying the kiddos? Like at what age?
Carrying them?
I can't
Gosh.
remember.
I'd carry them as long as I could carry them.
Yeah, like as soon as I get him out of the car, a lot of times I'll carry him inside because I don't feel like putting his shoes on, or he'll like hit his head on the door, or there's
This is
just
30 pounds of moving.
He's-
That's not like just a
yeah.
sack of potatoes.
like I actually carry him a lot, like because luckily with us women we have hips. Have you seen that on Instagram?
Got hips.
Guys try to hold their kid and they don't have the hips to like pop it out so the baby
It's
like
like a
doesn't
step.
sit. It's really funny. So
Yeah.
I kind of just pop them on there and then
So
go.
here's what you're going to do. Today at 8 o'clock, all this week, today at 8 o'clock, you listen for the code here on our show. Then at 9 a.m., noon, 3 p.m., and 5 p.m., we're going to ask you to crack the code. If you get it right, when we play, you win tickets for the biggest holiday shopping event on the planet. It's 4 tickets, and you're entered into a drawing to get $1,000 for shopping at the Nutcracker Market.
wait.
8 o'clock this morning, crack the
Late
code
this year, though.
to get tickets. I
Oh,
know
it
it's
is.
late because
Yeah.
Thanksgiving is late. This is the year that we get shortchanged. I mean, Thanksgiving is a blink, boom. Christmas, it's over.
Daylight
Usually you have at
savings.
least like 8 days to kind of like buffer between Thanksgiving and Christmas, and then and December 1st. Nope, not this year.
And we have daylight savings this weekend.
Yes, we do.
What should I do this weekend?
Fall back.
I'm a bachelor.
I'm sleeping. I can't wait.
You're
what
a
do you-
bachelor.
My
Why?
wife,
What do
they're
you do?
going to Atlanta to see Billie Eilish.
Oh, all the girls?
Yep.
Oh, fun.
Oh,
So,
cool.
And
I'm gonna come over and babysit a kid.
Yeah, that's what he wants to
Sounds
do
so
with
much
his free
fun.
time.
I'm demoing a bathroom in my
I can help
house.
that.
I got my stock tank pool. You
That
can just hang
sounds-
it. That's where we're taking our baths
That
actually
sounds
right
awful.
now.
I don't know if you want him to watch your kid
It
while
is
he's
so
drunk
much
on
fun.
bourbon. Be like, oh, I hired this babysitter. He's totally wasted on
I'll
bourbon.
probably just watch Heels on Netflix and drink bourbon.
What's
Is that
Heels?
what you're watching? What is that?
What's Heels?
It's a drama, but it's about the wrestling world of family from Duffy,
Oh.
Duffy, Georgia,
okay.
and it's like
it's
behind the
fascinating.
scenes. It's not a documentary or anything. It's a drama.
Got it.
2
So it's
seasons.
fictional.
There
Nice.
was a new movie that came out on Netflix. Or did you have other scoop stuff? I didn't want
Oh.
to talk about.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
lots
tell
of
you.
time. You got time.
Yeah, you tell
Okay,
me
real quick. Sorry. Anna Kendrick.
I watched it. Woman of the Hour.
Thank
it's
you.
a true story. It's about
Was that the dating game one?
the dating
Yes.
game killer. Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know this story.
Oh my God.
I had no idea it was a real story. I didn't read anything up about it before I watched it.
Don't read anything before you watch it because she definitely fictionalizes a few things.
Okay.
It's not. It's based on a true
Yeah,
story.
Woman of the Hour.
So after you finish it, you can go back and read what really happened.
What's the main thing?
The
What's
main
the-
thing
Well,
is
I'm gonna watch it, so don't spoil it.
But
But
it's
what-
still-
but what
it's
is-
not a
what-
spoiler.
I didn't know
you
there was a
from-
dating
the,
game
The
killer.
hook is
Yeah.
she is living in L.A. and she's kind of like a failed actress, and her agent finally gets her a guest shot on the dating game because a lot of
Is
actresses.
this in the 70s?
Yeah.
It's based in the 70s.
So it's like 1978.
Yes.
Okay.
She gets on the dating game, and bachelor number 3, who she chooses, happens to be a serial killer who may have killed as many as 130 people.
And
This
this is a
video,
real
you can
story.
See, yeah, you can see
It's
the
a true
video.
story, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy.
But I
Yeah.
had no idea that this was even like a murder. I didn't.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
went into it blind because I love Anna because she was in
And she
Pitch
directed that.
Perfect. Like yeah, and I
She
realized
did.
that. So if you're
It's really
wanting a good
So you
movie,
liked
that's
it?
good. I really
Woman
liked it.
of the Hour.
Woman of the Hour on Netflix.
Didn't you
It's a
feel-
movie. One,
Yes,
like a
just
hour
one
and a
movie.
half.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Did you feel
Got
like
it.
it was just super creepy, that guy?
It was so creepy. I joked with Mark because we tried to watch a scary movie the other day, and I was like, we should have just watched this. It's
Yeah.
more of like a thriller because you're like,
It
okay,
is.
they're going to catch him. Like, what's going on? Who's the next victim? Do they get away? Do they not get away? So it's.
So is it weird?
Keeps
Is,
you on
is
your
it
toes.
already ruined because we know that's the basis?
No.
I don't think so because I
Okay.
think there's a lot of different twists that you actually have to pay attention to because you're kind of like, wait, how
So
does
this is
this
not-
connect to that?
Yeah,
so this
'cause
is
you
not
know.
an earbud, one earbud.
No, you
got
gotta
to show
pay
for me
attention.
then.
I mean, you maybe could, Rula, but
I just
just
parked my
don't
phone
go.
over
Just
here.
don't go to the end because it won't make sense.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you know me. You know me.
Don't
I'll
go
go
to
to the
the
end.
Well, it's a movie.
Yeah.
She has
Okay.
trouble doing that one because
Yeah,
she has
yeah.
the FF.
During the
Okay.
movie, I have to
And
edit.
you know he's a killer from the very beginning of the movie, so we're not spoiling anything.
Right.
Oh, they tell you
Kev,
that right
you have to
out?
watch it and
Yeah.
let us know if you like
Okay,
it.
I will. I watched Trapt over the weekend.
What's that one?
Oh yeah, I heard.
saw
I
that
went to
at the
the sucks.
theater.
I just saw the ending somehow.
yeah,
it
what's
was
that
on-
about?
I'm like, oh dang, I missed the.
He's a serial
What's that?
killer.
What's that about?
Did you like it?
I think the ending was a little bit frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And
Wait, is this on Netflix?
Yeah, Josh Hartnett.
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
I saw it on HBO like it was just on live.
I paid to
Oh,
see
this
that
is
crap
that
at the
movie
theater.
about the concert killer
Yes.
guy, the guy who goes to the concert and
Yes.
he's a killer.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
That's like the 18-month movie review, right? That's what I
No,
used to
it just
do.
it just
It just
literally
came
I
out
saw
August.
that in the theater back in August.
Okay.
So.
So not that
But
long.
it-
The old-
it's on, I think, Max.
See, kids don't even
Okay.
realize
It
that.
is.
The old days, we used to watch a movie in the theater and it come out a year later.
Yeah.
on video.
Oh gosh,
Back in
yes.
my
18
day,
months.
we had to wait for those.
Now you
And
get
that's
it.
why.
Movies.
We've been on the air since the beginning of time. That's why we had a bit called the 18-month-old movie review that I would do.
Whenever Rula went on vacation, she would actually see movies.
Exactly,
'cause
I'd
on the
watch,
plane?
Yeah, I'd watch movies on the plane. That's the only time I had real time. Anyway, Meryl Streep, who's one of the best actors in the history of acting, she is 75 years old. She's on Only Murders in the Building, which has such a cult following. I mean, there are so many people who love this show.
I still haven't seen it.
Steve Martin, Martin Short, Selena Gomez, Meryl Streep. I mean, all these people have guest starred on this show. I also, Eric, have never seen this show.
What's the
but-
premise?
Well, apparently there's
They
only
do a
murders in the
podcast.
building.
They do a podcast, right?
Yeah.
In their building. And
Do you watch it, Sam?
I watched the first season of it, and then other things just come up and you kind of forget it. It's kind of slow moving, I
Okay.
thought. So if it doesn't grab your attention, I'm like on to the next.
It's a network show, isn't it? Like
No.
ABC?
No, it's
No.
on Hulu.
I think
Hulu.
I think it's only
Okay.
on Hulu, right?
That's why I don't see it. I don't do Hulu.
Oh
No?
no.
I don't Hulu.
Want a
But if you
password?
have Disney
Everyone
Plus-
else has my password in the show, so why not
I
you?
had new user. So Meryl Streep said, for the last year, there have been rumors that Meryl Streep and Martin Short are getting connected because, why not? They're in their 70s, they're single, and she's divorced, his wife passed. And maybe that's just where life is taking them, and that's fine. After filming a romantic scene with Martin Short for the show, Meryl Streep said she actually cried.
Because she was doing it with him.
No.
Because
Why?
she said
Yeah, why?
she never thought at this age in her life she would ever have a chance to do this. To play a romantic scene at this age in this way, she just thought it was the greatest thing ever that the director and the writers took a chance.
That's cool.
To give them a romantic storyline. Because
Are they even
nobody wants
acting,
to see
though,
that.
if they're doing that in real life?
They're not doing that in real life, confirmed. No, no. They're
No?
just very
I thought
good
he was
friends.
her date at the Academy Awards.
You could be,
Right, maybe they're just friendly dates.
And I don't, was the Academy Awards already happen? Yeah, they did, right?
Yeah. I remember seeing them together.
That's what I was thinking the other day, y'all, because football was on all day yesterday. Oh my God, go Texans! Wow, go Texans! Wow. You know how odd it is that the Super Bowl is one of the biggest sporting events in the world, right? The Oscars are a pretty big deal. If you're an actor, you can only hope to get one of those. But every single year, when that's over, no one can remember what happened. You're like, who was in the Super Bowl last year?
Yes, always.
Okay, wait, who did the Chiefs play?
Like,
Why? Why can't I remember? Like, what was the number one movie?
even like Will Smith. Was that last year or was that 3 years ago?
That was like
It's
3
if-
years ago now.
Was it 2 years ago?
was
I
the
can't
slap
remember.
3 years?
Isn't it weird that we don't remember that? And it's one of the biggest things of the year, and we're like, I don't remember who was in that. I don't even know who took
I
part of
bet
the
you
Super
Will
Bowl.
Smith does.
No, I know that. I'm just saying in general, like how often do you remember the Super
think-
Bowl teams on both sides and who won?
When you're younger, you do. Because I used to know like everyone in the 80s and 90s. Baseball cards, I would know their average, their
really?
home runs. I would know basketball players because that's all I did.
Speaking of
Until you started getting into girls. That's
You
what
just
they
wanted to
always said
watch
to be
all
an Eagle Scout. Like when my son was a Boy Scout, like you need to push him hard to do this stuff before he learns to drive or gets into girls because then
I
they'll be
He's
distracted.
not going to want
Oh,
to earn
my
a badge when he's into chicks.
if you like baseball, Eric, like I like baseball, even though it's not a team that I like, it's the comeback. I watched that over the weekend, and it's the story of the 2004 Boston Red Sox, who for them their World Series is beating the Yankees. It doesn't matter who they actually go to the World Series against. If they can beat the Yankees, that's their Super Bowl, and that was the year. The reason I know that one so well is because the movie Fever Pitch with Drew Barrymore and Jimmy Fallon was being filmed real time when this sporting actual event was happening.
Which is hilarious because it's such a
That's
girl
cool.
thing. Like if you're on the ticket types, one of those type of the score, one of these sports stations, it'd be they had the biggest comeback. They were down 0-3 against the Yankees, and they came back and won to go to the World Series.
Yeah, but the reason I
But you
remember it is because of the movie. Because I did not follow baseball in 2004. I did not follow baseball in
No?
2004 at all. Zero. No. I mean, I did, but I didn't. I mean, it wasn't like locked into other teams. I was only watching what the Astros were doing. So because I watched Fever Pitch is how I know how big the comeback
by the
was.
way, in that I think in that documentary, the Red Sox players were talking about how the Yankees put microphones. They found microphones in their dugout.
Yes. Yes.
What?
They were
Yes.
taking audio.
Cheaters.
So I just started laughing. I'm like, see,
It's always
They
been
all
cheating.
do it.
Everybody.
steroids
Because
and
they
that,
couldn't do batting practice
they're
on
all
the.
baseball teams.
Oh, wait, what was the other
Cheaters.
thing? Oh, they couldn't do batting practice on the field because they were doing Yankee anthology or something. Like they were trying to mess with their minds by showing like all the greatest things in the history of Yankee Stadium while the Sox were on the field trying to bat practice for that World Series game. Anyway, if you like sports stories in general, I know that we haven't had a good roll with the Sox because we don't like them. But that was a huge thing, and I thought it was pretty cool.
Back to the Roula and Ryan
Alrighty,
show.
we're in the trust tree here.
The Tree of Trust is the 6 o'clock hour. You 6 o'clockers are special to us because we feel like nobody's really listening to what we're saying. It's fine.
We all get up early.
Nobody,
You guys
yeah,
are
all of
early.
us are in the same boat, right? And also, we feel like people who are closest to us that would give us grief about whatever we're going to say are still sleeping. So let's hear it, Sam. You
So
kick
maybe
it
they-
off.
It's not like they can't podcast us.
I know, but
Yeah, but they're too lazy.
Just get past this part.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. So what happened, Sam? What are you being petty about, or what do you want to be petty
I
about?
want to be petty about this, but I have yet to actually hit my breaking point until maybe today is the final straw.
Okay.
Every single morning when I come in, I have duties. I have to get the board set up for the show. I print a lot of things that we need throughout the show, and that means I'm printing lots of papers, maybe like 80 pages of paper
right, on average.
on
Yeah.
average
About that much, yes.
every single morning.
Rula kills
And-
a tree every day, yes.
That's right. That's right. You need it. You need
And
it.
so I walk down to our big printer, and then there'll be this red blinky light, and it'll say no paper.
Oh.
And I'm like, I just put paper in on Friday.
it throws off
I
your whole.
just put paper in on Friday. I have to put two, we have
A whole ream.
I put two of them. I put
Two
one
reams of
on the
paper.
top, and then I put one on the bottom. And I swear, every other day, I cannot get my paper printed.
What?
Well, you're
Because
the,
it's
you're the only
always-
one putting the paper in.
It has to be.
That's why. And what do
And
you
that's
want
why
to do?
I'm like, I kind of want to be petty and print everything and then just take out all the paper. Because I'm
should.
so sick and tired of this, Kevin.
You
It has
should.
happened literally every other day that I am at my breaking
From
point.
2006 to 2020.
Yeah,
I
I am
dealt
at
with
my
this
breaking
every day
point.
because I would
Right.
stay. I'd do my prep. I'd get here an hour early and print it all here.
That's what I'm saying.
and it would drive me nuts that. And I always want to tell like Maria because she does all the office stuff. I was like,
Yeah.
I wanted to tell her. I think once like at the end of the day, can you go and
Check the trays.
check that? But then I'm like, is
Fill
that?
it.
I know. Then that sounds like
Whoa.
we're really rude.
You're calling out people by name now.
No, but, I mean, I know, 'cause she's right there.
She's not
and
being bad.
used-
He's making a point.
She
She's
does
like
the
the
office
office
supplies.
manager.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
she does the supplies. So
And then
yes.
other times, I'll finally put the paper in, right? And then I look through it and it printed everybody else's stuff and not even my
Oh, that's
stuff
the
yet.
worst.
And I'm like, you guys
yeah.
clearly saw that it didn't print and they'll just use a different printer. And
Yeah.
I'm like, this is the main printer that we use.
Oh
Put
my
paper in it. It's not that
God.
difficult. It's literally right to the side of it.
You're right though. It
Is
doesn't
there a
work.
way for them?
Oh.
Is there a way for them? Because it's still got the assignment at hand. It just hasn't done it yet because there's no paper.
Well, it
is
doesn't
there
when
a
Sam
way?
loads it.
Clear
Is there
memory.
a way to clear that out if it doesn't work?
Well, I don't realize it
Because
because
the
then I
paper's
go
in.
and I put the
Right.
paper in, I go
It's
and,
going.
make Kevin and I coffee, and then I come back and it's just, I know it seems so stupid, but that's why I said it's petty.
It's not
but I'm
stupid.
about to take the paper out because
Yeah, I-
I'm so annoyed
You
of
should.
doing this
You need to
every
get-
single day.
You need to change the cycle. It's like when you go to Costco to gas pumps.
Ugh.
You go two at a time. It's like Noah's Ark. You're going two at a time.
Yeah.
And then there's
Oh, no, I pull
There's one
around.
person in the front is still going. The person behind him is like, I'm going to go around. And then it screws up the whole rhythm. It's the whole
That's
purpose
Kev, yeah.
of
That's
Costco
Kev. There you
is you
go.
go two at a time. And it keeps everything
Oh,
going.
Eric, I didn't know
But
there
these
was a rhythm
selfish
to
little
Costco gas.
D-bags.
Well,
do
some
this.
people have a 15-gallon tank, and you have like a 30-gallon
They
tank.
wait,
Or
wait
what if
2
you don't
minutes.
know? Or what if you don't know? What are you talking
And then
about?
they try
You
and
want
go
me to
around.
wait until the car next to me is finished pumping gas before I leave?
Go get in line and you'll see what it is.
No,
and
the one in front of
There's
another.
not much space to
Okay.
try and pull
to
out
try and pull in front
and go
of.
around.
Yeah.
Some of these people are like not really good drivers.
No.
Can you
No,
please
they're
explain
not.
to me because I'm trying to understand? You're saying if I go to Costco because true story, I've never gotten gas at Costco, not once in my life.
You're wasting money. You should be.
You're saying that if I go get gas at Costco, the way that I've lined up, if there's a car in front of me, I'm done pumping my gas, I'm not going to leave that line. I have to wait till the car in front of me
the
is
two
done.
kind of go together. It's just like
Sometimes I'm like, oh hell no, this person is having too much trouble. She don't even know how to work the gas pump.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not
pulling
trying
out
for
and
that.
around. I'm going around. You
And
know
so
that.
you're
You
saying
know
you can
that.
go
I was
around?
going to say that woman.
you can do it, but it's. I mean,
But you know that person I'm talking about.
But I
They
know,
fumbling with
if
the.
they're
Yeah.
It's a gas pump. You've never pumped gas before.
Right.
Right. So
Or they
wait,
don't know
do you
which
do
side
this
their
at
gas
gas
is.
stations too, Eric?
no,
regular
no,
gas
just
station?
Just at
Costco.
Costco.
Just at Costco.
It's like the one in Richmond where I go to. It's like you got like 70 cars all piling in
Yeah.
at the same time, different angle. It's like
Oh,
it's like Kevin's Mad Max movies he loves to watch.
Yeah.
It's chaos.
Yeah.
Cars going in there, and then they pull in, and then the person at the same time you both pull in behind each other.
It's like two in a stall at a time.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you just fill her up.
Now I'll know because I would have been that person.
think
I
it'd
had
be-
Well,
no
the second
idea.
the person
helpful?
behind them goes
Uh-huh.
around, and then you're like this, and I'm like this. Crap. Do I pull up to this one? And then I just screwed everyone over.
How are you
then
screwing
the
them
first-
over?
Would it be
Because then I'll
helpful,
start
Eric?
filling up, but the person in front of me will leave like 2 minutes later, and then that person has to go around and there. Then I have to
Oh,
try.
I
and-
see what you're saying.
Then I have to
Okay,
take my
okay,
big
okay.
truck because they don't pull up
And try
far
and move
enough.
it out of the way.
Go around them, and if not, I gotta wait 5 minutes. It's just
Sounds like a mess.
That's
I'll
a lot
just
of
keep getting
work.
gas wherever I'm getting
Could they
gas.
Yeah,
have like
exactly.
a traffic director, like a Costco
they got guys
traffic director?
and girls. They got people there that
Sometimes, yeah.
Directions.
Sometimes
But
they
they're
do
not-
direct, but other times you'll get the honk. Like,
Yeah.
why aren't you pulling around? Someone's in a hurry.
and you can go on either side.
Yeah.
There, if you pull in the wrong, like say your gas is
You're doing it wrong.
the hose is so
The hose is
long,
so
it
long.
goes all the way over.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
good to know because,
So-
gosh, doesn't that drive you crazy, guys? I know that little gas gauge supposed to show you with the arrow which side your gas tank
But
is
you
on, but
forget
oh my
sometimes
God.
to look.
By the way, people on Text Sam are 100% in support of you taking the paper rings
Oh.
out of the trays. They say, absolutely, at this point, do it. Other
Teach 'em a
things
lesson.
that are hilariously
Broken
petty
me.
that you might do at work to make a point. The sticky note vandal. Leave passive aggressive sticky notes on shared equipment that nobody cleans or refills. Like, I know you used the last of the toner. Be better.
Oh, maybe I should do that.
When they say be better,
you used
that is
all
so.
of the paper.
Oh
Be
my
better.
God, I watch you. I
better.
see you. Precise paper towel tearing. When someone never refills the paper towels, they leave precisely one sheet left, so they're forced to refill or struggle with a tiny scrap. Listen, that is the bane of my existence.
That's Ruler right there.
How
Yep.
many times I'm like, son of a bitch, where's that? Yo, nobody refills the paper towels except me. I start hoarding them now and shoving
Yep.
them under the countertop so that at least when I'm standing there with drippy wet hands because nobody refilled the paper towels, I know, let me open this cabinet that I put some paper towels under there. Am I the only person that washes my hands in the kitchen and doesn't have paper towels?
I swear.
I don't
They're
know.
always
I
gone.
wash
Yeah.
mine in the
Bathroom.
bathroom sink.
And that paper towel thing doesn't. I just wish you brought a little more paper out.
Yeah.
I always do two.
I know you got to do like two because
Yeah,
one's
little
not
two
enough.
But
waves.
I'm usually going there like if I'm refilling a coffee cup or or washing a coffee cup. You need a paper towel to dry off the coffee cup.
Yes.
There's no freaking paper
No,
towels.
there's not.
Drive me bananas.
Kevin probably does with that yogurt he eats every day. He's got to wash that thing or it's going to stick to it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I see the little granola pieces stuck on the sink where it's a no-no.
Yeah.
What? I washed that down. That was somebody else.
Hey, yo, time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
I want to do a story that Eric, you actually texted everybody this weekend. The
Oh,
city
yeah.
of Sugarland made a
This-
post.
Sounds like a waste of money.
It was not an April Fool's joke. The city is toying with the idea of alleviating traffic by putting people in the air, like in a monorail. Instead of a car, a gondola could soon be the new way to get around in Sugarland.
But where are you going? In Sugarland, there's not much to it.
Constellation Field or Smart Financial, they were saying. I'm like, oh,
Yeah, in the mall. They got that mall
City
down there.
officials say they don't want to use city tax dollars. Instead, they're looking at private money, state funds, federal funds. As of now, it's just an idea. The city's exploring the possibility of bringing, the monorail system.
The air train. We're calling it
Yeah.
the air
You
train.
put it down I-10 or around 610,
But
down
then those things
59.
get stuck. Oh,
Maybe they
man.
can start small.
Well, if it's
Kev.
in the
Do they-
air,
do
you
they
know,
get stuck in Disney World?
Yeah, that's why I had freaked out that one from
Oh, my
Hollywood
gosh.
Studios.
Skyliner.
At Skyliner. I'm like, I got off at a hotel. I'm like, I'm not
talking about the little basket that gets,
That's
like,
what it looks
what
like,
it
though. It looks
What do
like
you
a
think it is?
Skyliner.
Well, no, it
No,
does
no.
not.
Yes, it does.
No,
It's
it's
not.
more
It's
like,
not. It's a
like-
monorail.
It's like the monorail
looks
at
like a
Disney
In
Disney
World.
this TikTok that Eric sent us, I just saw the little gondolas
It's like
from
a
like the
gondola.
Skyliner going, look, watch this
Yeah,
video.
it kinda looks
As
like a
I
little-
hold it. It looks like a Skyliner,
Look at it,
little
see?
gondola for skiing.
Look at
Yeah.
Oh, well,
It's
that's
going
dumb.
around
I wouldn't do
Sugarland.
that.
It's like the one you see in Disney World.
Are they going to have
That is-
AC
that
in
is
them
like the
because
one.
it's so
Yeah.
hot?
I saw. Then I saw a different
They have
picture.
to,
I saw
right?
one that looks like an actual monorail.
Monorail. That's
No,
the one I
this is-
saw on
this is
ABC
little
13.
gondolas. This is little gondolas that go
Well,
around
those are
Sugarland.
cute.
I think both of ideas are dumb.
I mean, it's a dumb idea for there, but also I don't do that in Houston though. Not the gondola one.
Yeah.
But in
The
China,
hurricanes hitting the winds?
Oh,
That thing's
my
going to
God.
flip around.
That's
We just
terrifying.
watched
Scary.
everything. I mean, the derecho and then barrel. No,
Hell
thank
no.
you. No, thank you. And by the way, the Texans.
Yeah.
Hey, 23-20 against the Colts yesterday. Now
I
they
didn't
are
get to
6
see
and 2.
the end, but didn't they try? The Colts tried a Hail Mary and it failed, thank God. Unlike the Commanders.
Oh,
actually
that
made their
game
Hail
was
Mary.
wild.
That sucked. Oh, my
Oh,
family
man.
was so mad. 'cause they're all
Because
from
the
Chicago.
Bears, yeah.
And there's a big article in the
Hate the
Chronicle
Commanders.
about how they're like, what's going on with our offense? So would
Oh,
you agree with
the
that?
offensive line.
Yeah.
Yeah, not the greatest right now. I don't know what happened. Something must have happened in the last couple games, but they're still 6 and 2.
Yeah, let's
Take
go
a win.
Texans. Oh, yeah. And also, there's no baseball, but just remember there's no baseball.
Oh yeah,
There's no other sports
No.
happening.
I can't believe I'm cheering for the Dodgers.
I know, same.
I just want it to be a sweep. I want Dodgers to win 4-0. No one gives a crap. Ratings go down.
Yep.
Whatever. Dodgers, you can have this one.
You'll be
It'll
sorry
your
you
first
didn't have
legitimate
us.
title in a long time. Congratulations.
That's what's going down in H-Town.